We are making good time, Sergeant.
Yes, we are. It's not far now. But if this doesn't start clearing soon, we will never get the helicopter in.
A big cat, I guess.
I'm getting kind of jumpy. Okay, let's go. We will make camp soon.
Sergeant, over here.
Listen. Fire! Open it.
La voiture est en panne. Alors on peut assister.
On va ranger ça. Attendez un moment.
Allons, allons-y. Alors, tiens ça. Pousse, pousse, pousse. Et ça marche, ça marche. Ça marche, ça marche. Oh, il est long. Pousse, pousse, pousse. Et ça marche, ça marche. Ça marche, ça marche. Oh, il est long. Encore un dernier effort. Oui, allez, pousse, mon vieux, pousse. Pousse.
When Sharon McCready, Craig Sterling, and Richard Barrett crashed in the snows of Tibet and encountered the lost people, they could not even have imagined the powers that they would be given. Sharon McCready, one of the champions. Intelligent, beautiful. Now, like Richard and Craig, she is endowed with the senses and qualities of a superhuman. Craig, Sharon, and Richard, the three champions of law, order, and justice, able to use their gifts to their best advantage as operators of the International Agency of Nemesis.
I'm sorry I was delayed.
Dressed like that, I'm not surprised.
Sharon,
I have finished the briefing. But as you'll be traveling with Richard, I'll leave him to fill in the relevant details.
Where to this time?
Burma, for starters. Wartime cache of Japanese arms has turned up in the jungle there.
The recovery team sent in to collect them were massacred. Presumably the guns are on the open market by now.
Or Hartington's trying to get hold of them.
Hartington. The Hartington?
The gun runner. Who else? There's only one Hartington, which I suppose is some consolation.
And he's in Burma.
Yes, he arrived yesterday.
So what's been decided?
Well, Craig goes alone. He'll be working with the authorities. Richard and yourself will be... Now, look, I've been through this already. Now, come on, get moving.
But
I wasn't followed, Mr. Hartington. I made certain I wasn't.
Well, either they didn't want him followed or they're counting the customers.
Just tourists.
Why did they send you here? Why?
Maybe they thought I could help.
Help! We're as good as any police force in the world. Better than most. We could have handled it. And it was my men that were killed. Remember that. My men. Hartington's here and we'll get him.
You'll get him when you get proof, Captain. No, I am not doubting your efficiency, but none of us have got a lot of time. Sure, we all know that Hartington's a big-time gun runner. But what if you don't get your proof? And what happens if you find out his visit is a coincidence or just an attempt to pick up the consignment?
We'd complete a full investigation.
Before or after the guns leave the country? That's important, and we'd like to know, Captain. We'd like to know the trouble spot they're destined for. A revolution, civil war, maybe worse. That's why I've been sent here, to help you make sure that doesn't happen.
You made your point.
I am not taking anything out of your hands, Captain. I am only interested in the international angles.
I want those guns, Ned Carney. Any information you get that brings them nearer to me will be well paid for.
But he'll find them for you, Mr. Hartington. He's the operator they've sent in.
Everyone knows I'm here and that I deal in armaments. I shall be allowed one chance, one move. And it's got to be the right one.
If he calls, and he will, he'll be followed.
I'm terribly sorry. I do apologize.
No, it's all right. No trouble. No trouble.
I'm sorry. I say, old chap, did you drop this? Cheers.
Name's Ned Carney. He works at the police department. He has a photograph of Craig.
All right, everybody, sit down.
You should let me kill him! You should let me kill him! You should let me kill him!
Schroeder speaking. All right, I will do it. I will get you the export license for the goods, but it will cost you another 100. I said 100. Look, you don't seem to realize the trouble and the risk involved. All right, then we're agreed. Yes, today. I will meet you at the license office at 3 o'clock. Yes, I'll be there.
Your company is the agent?
Yes, of course.
And you're unable to state the country the goods are destined for?
My European office, you have their address, will advise the name of the buyer. You will be fully informed. I have been through this procedure before. It is not the first time I'm asking for an export license.
No, I can see that from your file.
Thank you.
Type of goods?
Machine parts.
Machine parts. Perhaps I should give you my card. Sorry, I don't seem to have any on me.
You seem to have dropped something.
Me? No. You must be mistaken. I'm sure I didn't.
Yes, well, everything would appear to be in order.
Why don't you arrest Hartington? What are you waiting for?
What's happening in there?
Of course I tried to kill him. It's what he deserved. And if I get another chance, I shall try it again.
Senor Kunaga. Her father was the guide for the police detachment. She decided not to wait for a judge and jury. She thinks Hartington's guilty. Maybe if she had fired faster, our job would have been easier.
Maybe, but it wouldn't have gotten us the guns back.
Be ready. He'll be leaving soon.
Sharon,
Craig, where are you?
like Romeo, below your balcony. I picked up a tail, so I didn't follow.
Maybe we were right after all. I mean, about Richard and myself staying undercover.
Could be. Anyway, I didn't see any reason to give my bloodhound a chance of learning that I'm working with contacts.
What have you found out? Anything?
Not yet. Somebody took a shot at Hardington.
I know. We were there. We wanted to take a look at him. Oh, and Hartington's buying information from an informer at police headquarters. Name's Carney. Information that includes the fact that you're on the case. It's a strange move if they've already got the guns.
Plenty of people are convinced he's the guilty party. We're gonna have to wait to find out. Is Richard with you?
No, and I'm sure he's wasting his time. I thought he'd explore a few legal exits.
Not there?
No, no. It was a bit of a long shot anyway, but worth trying.
What was his name again?
Fortescue Smythe. Freddie Fortescue Smythe. With a hyphen.
I don't remember it. There's no reason I should, I suppose.
Oh, it's just a thought. I lost his address, and I knew he was in the exporting business, and I promised to look him up if ever I was in town.
Well, have you tried the British consulate?
Tried everything, old boy. Everything. Never mind, eh? Thanks for your help, anyway. Toodaloo.
My goodness.
You are late. I thought for a while you weren't going to... Have you brought my money? But it was all right, wasn't it? The license, I mean. You will be able to use it.
Yes. Don't worry about that. I'll use it.
Why did we have to meet in this place where I sometimes store my goods? No, I don't want the money. You can do what you like. Do you hear me, Guido? I don't want the money.
It was never intended that you should have the money, Schroeder.
But we made a deal. You were going to get the export license, I was going to get the cash.
Yes, that was the arrangement. And you were dead as soon as you agreed. It was only to interest you. I mean, you'd hardly have helped if I told you that once it was over, you'd be killed. Now, would you?
What do you want?
Your silence.
You've got it. You've got it.
How long, Schroeder? For how long?
Thanks. I had some sent up to the room this morning. I catch earlier birds than you, darling.
Any plans for today?
Depends on Craig. You know, written language is like a code. Find the pattern of dominant sounds, and you can read it well enough to understand it.
I don't know about sounds, but it seems that you've mastered my breakfast. And whilst I'm delighted that your deductive powers are second to none, so is my modesty. I would like to get dressed.
Say no more. Say no more.
Schroeder. Dart Towdy. Rangoon Chemicals. Yes, Schroeder. Machine parts, batch number 117/25L through European agents.
Brussels. One of the exporters. Found on a dump last night, along with the 2 bullets he had in him.
It could be robbery. His watch, wallet, rings, they were all gone.
Hmm. But he did have a current export license granted recently, huh?
Yes. Yes, he did, but there's nothing unusual in that. Schroeder's been in business for a long time.
How was his business doing?
That I don't know, but I can check.
Check on the consignment as well.
Craig.
Huh?
Where did you get this information from? The license, I mean.
From a very disreputable source.
I thought so. You know, they can't be connected.
Anything's possible, Captain, and we can't afford not to investigate any lead.
Okay, if that's what you want. Right, thank you. That clerk you wanted to see, Nat Carney, he's outside.
Can I borrow your office?
Certainly.
Captain, I'd like to see him alone.
As you wish. I'll put that license check in hand. Of course, you realize that consignment could have already been shipped.
Then we'll find that out too, huh? Come in, take a seat.
Thank you.
You smoke? Seen any more of Hardington?
Who?
Hardington.
You must have made a mistake.
No, that was you. You saw him in the restaurant. You were seen.
It's not what you think. He tricked me there. I didn't tell him anything.
Why not? He pays very well, doesn't he?
I don't take bribes or sell information.
Yes, you'd better go. Because if what you said's true, you wouldn't be able to do a job I had in mind.
A job?
I'd like to see Hardington myself. Hardington?
All right, Ned Carney, you can go now. You wanted to see me, Mr. Sterling?
Oh, I thought we might do a deal.
Oh?
You're an arms dealer, right? And there just happens to be a very large consignment of Japanese rifles doing the rounds. No, thank you.
You know where they are?
They were hijacked in the jungle from a police detachment.
Yes, I know their story. I have my own sources of information.
But you are interested. Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen me,
Could be. You still haven't told me what you know about them. After their disappearance, I mean.
Mr. Hardington, we're both fencing.
Then I suggest you say what you have to. You're offering the deal.
20,000 English pounds when I deliver.
Which will be?
Today.
You have a lead.
Would I be here otherwise?
I accept your terms, Mr. Sterling. It was in a warehouse, I'm sure of it.
Well, Schroeder's company have used a variety of warehouses and storage plants.
Thanks, we'll check.
If you told me why...
I'm sorry, there's no time.
And why didn't Sterling tell me he was working with you? And we still haven't traced the machine part consignment.
Nothing.
Well, what's the next one?
Malaysian Transit, 423 Penang Road. Rangoon Storage.
It's taken a long time.
Well, this has got to be the place. It's the last one.
Unless we've made a mistake.
You take the main shed. I'll look around some of the corners.
Hiya.
Hi.
You know, that's a hell of a place to get out of.
Getting in has its moments.
Don't have to ask you how you got on with Hartington.
Charming man, nice friends, didn't want to do a deal.
Which means you already must have the gun.
He had them all the time.
He's going on to Brussels.
Check. I guess we hand it back to Tremaine now.
Well, all seems to be in order.
Good.
What time is your flight scheduled?
This afternoon.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
On time?
Yeah, on time. Thanks. Something worrying you?
It's madness to go to Brussels.
That's where our air license is for. Besides, you step out of your air corridor these days and you've really got trouble. Don't worry. They won't catch us now.
Yeah, all right, Craig, you can leave it to me now. I'll have people standing by at Brussels and all surrounding airfields.
You sure you got the airplane registration right?
XYBUR, Central Asian Airways.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're leaving now, so we should be back by the time reports start coming in. Right. Goodbye. He's gonna handle it.
And it's all over.
It should be, Sharon, but I've just got this feeling that something's going to go wrong.
No luck?
Just a small two-seater. It's going to rain. That's all we need.
What was the name again?
Dakota. Registration XYBUR Central Asian Airways.
For Pete's sake, you three have done all you can. I'll advise you as soon as it's over.
We've waited this long.
And it's overdue. They should have landed by now.
Richard, in this office, things are a matter of routine. We should be informed later through normal channels.
If they miss them, we won't.
Will you explain to me in very simple language how you think they're going to smuggle an aircraft through a police cordon?
I told you it was going to rain. Anything happen?
I would have wakened you, wouldn't I?
Did you report in yet?
Not yet. I thought you'd like to take a look around yourself first.
Taking off. It was here all the time. AG-7 calling control. Urgent.
Well, Guido, we did it.
We are not there yet.
Perhaps not, but I have complete confidence in Filmer.
Tremaine here. When was that? I see. Yes, yes, I understand. No, I'll make all the necessary arrangements. Right. Goodbye. Well, the aircraft did get through. It left Brussels an hour ago.
I knew it.
What happened?
That's unimportant now. They're tracking its course, and we shall be getting a bearing as soon as we can.
Then we're back on the case.
Yes? You'll be off again, just as soon as we pinpointed its destination.
Our final contact with the aircraft came just after it crossed the border.
A sighting?
Yes, definitely identified. then we lost it completely.
But you are certain it didn't fly as far south as this?
Right. And I don't think there's any doubt that this consignment was for Bandana. Here, in the Northern Territory.
And with those arms, the extremists will try and call the tune.
The way of the world, I'm afraid.
We're still not certain that they got through. We're gonna have to check.
What, in the Northern Territory?
Yep. That's the ticket. We'll take it from here.
But I can't guarantee you a safe passage.
Oh, I wouldn't let a little thing like that worry you.
Company.
I know, they've been with us for some time.
Let's just keep on going.
Craig? I'd say one consignment didn't make it.
No wonder they lost contact.
The plane must have broken up when it hit the trees. Scattered all over the place.
Well, I'd say there are no survivors.
Then you'd be wrong. There was one.
Yes, it was a difficult landing. I suggest you wasted your journey, Mr. Sterling. Men will be arriving from the northern tribes during the next few days. They'll be armed, and then... Well, maybe Bandani will see his ambitions realized.
Doesn't it ever bother you, using civil war for gain?
No, I learned a long time ago not to meddle in politics. I'm a simple businessman, supplying a commodity. If you didn't supply them, someone else would. Yes, I suppose I could ease my conscience with that overworked excuse. Frankly, I've never felt the need.
Even for the men you've killed?
Speaking for myself, not guilty.
Who killed Herr Schroeder?
Guido Salvamini. He was a mistake. Efficient, but... Well, let's say I won't mourn his death, shall we? And Filmer was different.
If the tribesmen are arriving here, then we should be near your armory.
Sorry, Sterling, but that's all I'm prepared to say. Of course, you understand that although you're not under sentence of death, in view of your knowledge, it means you'll have to be our guest for a few days.
At least.
In the circumstances, we'll have to take a few security measures. I knew you'd be cooperative, but that won't be necessary. I hope you'll be comfortable enough. The age of chivalry is not quite dead. We have a tent for you.
Hang on a minute.
That's all right, Craig. He's an Englishman.
Good night, gentlemen. Sleep well.
I was watching the guards earlier. They seem to be covering that section back there over to the right. The armory should be in that direction. I think it's time.
So do I.
I heard you.
If we destroy their arsenal before we leave, that'll just about settle everything.
Except Hartington.
That's not our problem. Just be ready. Richard, now.
All right, Sharon. Now.
If Bandini wants to mount another revolution, he's going to have to use bows and arrows.
Yeah.